Hello and welcome to Trade Plate Travels. You join me today heading towards Lancaster. So it's a long trip today to collect a Toyota Hilux from, I think, near Fleetwood actually. Hope that today will be an interesting journey.
Next train is for London Waterloo.
Welcome to London Waterloo. Next stage of the journey, just going to head across to Euston, which is a nice easy journey along the Northern Line, and then I have an 11:30 train that will take me all the way to Lancaster. Where I'm actually headed today is a little village called Pilling, which is nearer Fleetwood, north of Liverpool actually. It's about a half an hour drive from Lancaster. I think that the seller of the Toyota Hilux that I'm collecting today is kind enough to come and get me at Lancaster. It gives me an hour's changeover time in London, which is more than enough than I need to get from Waterloo to Euston. So instead of hanging around waiting for a train, I thought I'd come and have a quick look at some of the most famous sites in London. Right, it's 10:41. My train's not until 11:30, but I'm not going to hang around any longer. I'm heading off to Euston. So yeah, off we go. Off we go to Lancaster.
Jubilee and Waterloo and City Line.
Well, here we are at London Euston. I have a train at 11:30, should get me to Lancaster just before 2 o'clock. And then I shall head across to the village of Pilling to collect the Toyota Hilux. And then it's just a small matter of a 281 mile journey back home to West Sussex, all in a day's work.
Good morning and welcome aboard to all passengers. My name is Lisa and I'll be working the short first journey up to Glasgow.
With you, and please mind the step down to the platform.
Well, it's 2 o'clock, fairly easy train journey really, and it's sunny. Having left the rainy old southeast, up north, up here, it's a lovely sunny day. So I'm just going to meet the customer in a second. He's going to meet me here at the station, but I can't see him yet. But I am actually, for once, on time, so maybe he'll probably be here in a few minutes. Well, here we are, just having a look across Morecambe Bay. I'm actually driving from Lancaster back to Pilling right now. The customer has very kindly let me pull over to take in the view. Well, we are going on a bit of a tour of the local area today. Here we are, a little bit further round Morecambe Bay. All this is floodplain here that we're looking at, and these rocks are they're sea defences essentially. Well, it's 10 to 4 in the afternoon and we're all done. We have the Toyota Hilux and I have a 281 mile journey ahead of me back down to West Sussex, so I'd better get going in a minute. But I've come back to what is either called Pilling Sands or Fluke Hall Marsh, quite possibly both, because there's a sign that says that it's called both of those things, so I'm not sure which is the most appropriate name for where I am, but I'll show you the view once again. So this is where we were just before actually, but I thought it was a good place to bring you back to show you around the vehicle and just to spend a bit of time before heading off back home. So we're sort of facing north here really, so if I look this way to the west, over there you've got Knott End on Sea and Fleetwood in the distance, which is north of Blackpool. And we're looking out now over Morecambe Bay, the far reaches of Morecambe Bay. And the big building, I don't know if you can see it in the distance over there, is Heysham Power Station, which is, I believe, a nuclear power station. So that's Heysham just over the other side of the bay there, and beyond that is Morecambe. So let's have a look and see what we've bought today. It's a very smart 2016 Toyota Hilux. It's done 64,000 miles. It comes with a manual 5-speed gearbox, the canopy on the back, and it seems to have just unlocked itself all by itself because I was unaware I pressed the button there. But okay, let me show you the inside. So as usual, it comes with the optional extra of my bag and stuff all over the passenger seat and my GoPro attached to the windscreen. Other than that, you've got, yes, manual 5-speed gearbox. You've got your selectable 4-wheel drive down there, including low ratio. It comes with cruise control, electric mirrors. It comes with touchscreen infotainment system and air conditioning and climate control. Cloth upholstery. Very smart condition, as you can see. So yeah, very nice smart vehicle. More than happy to drive this 281 miles back down south to West Sussex today. But it's a beautiful day. It's an absolutely beautiful day here. When I set off from Hampshire this morning, it was pouring with rain. It was grey and miserable. It's definitely not grim up north today. It is really nice up here, and it's a nice peaceful area actually. It's just a really nice area to have visited. Fast approaching 4 o'clock. I've got a long way to go and I feel like I'd better head off. I think the first stop is petrol station, and then after that I need to find somewhere to eat, either at a local pub if I can find one, or failing that, there's of course the motorway services at Lancaster Forton. So yeah, let's go. Well, just had something to eat and drink. Just had a cup of tea and a nice very late lunch at this pub, the Plough in Galgate, or Galgate. I'm Not sure which way you say it, sorry about that. And just over there is the railway line that we passed by earlier. It's a nice friendly pub, the Plough. I've been here before actually. It's just a few minutes from junction 33 of the M6, so it's a very useful place to know if you're ever coming down the M6. Oh, there we go. Okay. Anyway, I'm heading off now. I'm just going to go down the road and show you one more thing before I start the proper long journey back home. Well, here we are at Lancaster Forton services on the M6 southbound, and what I wanted to show you, as you may well have already guessed, is what is probably about the most famous thing, the most famous landmark on our entire motorway network, and it is the Pennine Tower. So it is ferociously noisy here, obviously right next to the M6. So I hope you can hear what I was saying just then, but I'm going to go and see if I can get a closer look at the Pennine Tower. I might have to cross over to the northbound side to do that. Well, here it is, you certainly can't miss it now. Sadly, there's no public access to the tower anymore, but back in the day being, I think, before, well, I'm not sure exactly when the Pennine Tower closed, but back in the day when motorway travel was a bit more glamorous, I think there was a table service restaurant up there. It's catching the evening sun rather nicely, actually. It must be one of the most familiar sights on the UK motorway network. I'll tell you what else was quite funny, is that on my journey over here today towards the motorway, I actually saw the tower from the countryside on the little country road I was driving along to get to the M6, and that was such an unusual sight. Having been up and down the M6 so many times and past this from the motorway so many times, to see it just sort of appear over the top of some country fields down a country lane in the distance, it was a bit surreal in a way. But anyway, it's just gone 5:30, the sun is going down as you can see. I'm not going to be home until really very late in the evening now, so really I think I do need to get going. Just gone 8:30 and you joined me on the M40 at Warwick services. I pulled over just because I just felt like I wanted a bit of a break and to have something to eat and drink, so I've done that. Well, the Hilux Invincible and I are back. It's about 11 o'clock in the evening. The only reason I'm late is partly because I've been faffing about filming Morecambe Bay and the Pennine Tower and that kind of thing. Well, here we are once again back at TMC the following morning. 10 to 9 in the morning. I shall be heading off in a few minutes on my next collection, heading up to Cheshire. Well, there we go then. Thank you very much for joining me. Please do give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed the trip. That's always really appreciated, and I hope to see you again on another trip to random places all across the country again soon.